inspiration among all of us as the chief guest over here and the expert jury. And without any introduction, Professor Dr. Sharmila Subramanian, Principal, Afta School of Management. The expert jury panel is all over here. I request a huge round of applause for them. With the due request of the jury members. With the jury members so that we can start the group 1. Once I announce the name of the group 1, I request the contestants to please come over the dais for the GD round. First one is Blessings from CV Raman University, Bhubaneswar. Lean from CV Raman University, Bhubaneswar. May I request the forum for a huge round of applause for the contestants because we are going to start our GD round, the first round. Darshan Mahanti, FM Autonomous College. Om Prakash Patra, FM Autonomous College. Okay. Blessings, you are number 1. You can come here and put the chair number. Then we have Lean. Then we have Darshan. Number 3, Darshan. Number 4, Om Prakash Patra. Number 5, Pragya Priyadarshini Panigrahi. Pragya Priyadarshini Panigrahi. Number 5. Number 6, we have Arpita Dhal. Number 5.
Pragya, are you there?
Pragya, are you there?
Please raise your hand. Pragya, are you there? Pragya, are you there? Yeah.
Please come forward. Number 6, Arpita Dhal. Arpita Dhal is present. Okay. Number 7 is Anam Azhar. Anam Azhar from High Tech Medical College. You have number 6, Arpita. Please come. Number 6, Anam. Number 7, we have Darpan Ghosh from IHM Bhubaneswar. Number 8, Darpan Ghosh. Number 9, we have Ashish Kumar Gupta, IHM Bhubaneswar. Ashish Kumar Gupta. Okay, we have both the contestants here. And last, number 10, we have Aryaman Swain. Aryaman Swain, Nayagarh Autonomous College. Okay, we have the 10 contestants here. May I request the student volunteer to please ask Kati Prasad sir to pick up one of the sheet of group discussion. Kali sir, may I request you don't open it? Okay. Please open it. Before that, I request the coordinator of Yugma 2025, Jinashis sir, to please come up on stage and read out the guidelines for stage 2. I request you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Ananya. Good afternoon, everybody. And I'm sure Madam Ananya is quite excited listening to the chief guest, to the dignitaries in the morning. That's the reason for which he invited the students, the group of contestants here. and now I am here to tell the guidelines. Group 1, are you all nervous? Dr. John? Audience, are you all not excited?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I cannot feel the excitement. So can you have a round of applause for all the participants of Group 1? This is a national level oratory contest. So strategy has to be there, strategy is there, and I am sure as contestants, you are going to make a strategy, all kind of strategy you are going to make to impress the expert jury available in Yugma 2025. With the due permission of the expert jury, I would like to inform all the contestants of Group 1 here and all other contestants there about the rules of this particular round, that is stage 2 jury round. And I am sure my technical support team will do the needful. So the rule number 1 in this jury round is anybody can initiate the discussion, anybody can conclude the discussion. I think it is very plain, very simple, and very straight. Right, Tracy? Oh, great. The rule number 2 is it is a leaderless group discussion. So members are not expected to elect or select any leader. Yes, you can hear me or you can have a look at all these rules in this smart board as well. So it's a leaderless group discussion. You are not expected to elect or select any leader. The rule number 3 is the total GD process is about 20 minutes. So you have to complete the entire process within 20 minutes. Now pay attention to these rules. During these 20 minutes, 2 minutes will be given to assimilate your thoughts on the selected topic. Now you know what are the topics, yes or no? There are 2 topics been given to you in your Yugma guidelines, right? So you know. Now for Group 1, Professor Kaliprasad Satpathy is going to pick up one. So that becomes the topic for Group 1. And once the topic is declared, this is the topic for Group 1, every contestant in Group number 1 will be given 2 minutes to assimilate his or her thought. Anna, are you clear with this? Great. After 2 minutes, so once you are thinking for 2 minutes, you are assimilating your thought process. After 2 minutes, a bell will ring. The moment the bell rings, the first contestant of the group, in this case it is Blessing, contestant number 1 for Group number 1. The first contestant can start speaking and Blessing will speak for 30 seconds. Once 30 seconds is over, there will be a bell. So now it is a message for the contestant number 2 to speak for another 30 seconds. Once that 30 seconds is over, again the bell will ring. So this is the message for contestant number 3 to speak for another 30 seconds. Likewise, it will move to contestant number 10. Are you all with me on this? Participant, are you all with me on this?
Yes, sir.
Great. By the way, sir, you are not a participant. So once everybody in a particular group is done with his or her 30-second speech, the jury starts. So the next point is, once the last contestant in the group completes his or her turn, one long bell will ring, which indicates that the forum is open for the group discussion. Now it's a group discussion. Clear? Yes, it is expected that you will all maintain basic etiquette and mannerism during the group discussion. The next point is that all the contestants are expected to respect each other and allow everyone to speak. We are talking about universal brotherhood, though it is a competition. Mutual respect has to be there. The next rule is, in case of any objection or any kind of chaotic situation, the bell will ring. As soon as the bell rings, the participants are expected to stop talking immediately. Is that clear? So when you're discussing, you heard the bell ringing, so you have to stop talking immediately. It means that the message, please stop talking. The discussion can resume only after the jury gives concurrence. So expert jury is very powerful. Once you have stopped discussing about the topic in the group, then if the jury allows you, then only you can initiate a discussion. The pre-concluding bell will ring after 19 minutes of the process. Are you getting my point? So 30 seconds, everybody speaking, then the GD starts, it will continue till 19 minutes. On the 19th minute, then the pre-concluding bell will ring. The group is expected to give concluding remarks in the last 1 minute. Is that clear to all the participants? Is it? I cannot hear.
Yes, sir.
That's better. The selection will be based on 3 basic parameters, and the parameters are, this is important to all the contestants of group 1 as well as all other contestants or all other participants. The 3 basic parameters are communication, number 1 parameter, value orientation, number 2 parameter, knowledge and intent is expected to keep these parameters in his or her mind while participating in the group discussion. So definitely he or she is going to be judged on the basis of his or her communication, his or her value orientation, and his or her knowledge and creativity. The next point is, jury reserves the right to ask questions to the participants, stop the group discussion before time or suspend the group discussion. It is quite obvious. And jury's decision shall be final and shall be abided by. With this, I wish all the very best to each participant in group number 1, and I request Professor Ananya to carry out the process. I think you are going to do something else.
Yes, yes.
Anna.
Sir, I have a question. After we are all done with our presentation and the group discussion has started, are we allowed to speak freely or is there a specific order we will be following?
There's a group discussion, so we got to discuss with the group, and it is leaderless forum.
So anyone can initiate?
Absolutely. I think I answered your question. In fact, you answered your own question.
I was just
Yes, any more questions from anybody? Yes, no? That's all. Thank you. Please, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mashisa, for the rules and regulations. And I have the topic for Group 1 GD round. The topic is, are you ready to be the ambassador of peace? Are you ready to be the ambassador of peace? This is the topic for GD round 1. And Asif sir, are we ready? I am repeating the topic again. Are you ready to be the ambassador of peace?
I mean, your 2 minutes got started.
जल्दी Blessings.
Okay. The question is, are you ready to be the ambassador of peace? Sri Aurobindo once said that for you to advocate for peace, it has to start within you. So for me to be an ambassador, I need to have peace that starts within me, which means I have to let ego go, and I have to let fear go, and I also have to let all the ignorance and all the negativity go for me to be the true ambassador of peace. And also, peace have to first start.
True.
Pleasant afternoon to you all. My name is Vedora Chidachada, and I'm on the topic, are you ready to be ambassador of peace? Initially, if we're talking of an ambassador, we're speaking of an advocate for something, and peace is the calmness and the harmony and the moral connection you have within you. So, if I'm going to be an ambassador of peace, I need moral connection. I need calmness within me, as the previous speaker once said. And this creates the silent mind.
Peace is connected with the internal satisfaction. One needs peace. Peace is not the absence of war. One should first realize what is, and after that he can transfer it to other. Internal peace is more important for leading a pleasurable life. Peace brings new consciousness. One can develop peace in himself after he can transfer it to others. We can be the ambassador of peace after realizing what is it. We can do it by developing the internal consciousness. We can develop what being an ambassador of peace determine that the person should be sting to peace. A person can be sting to peace by doing some spiritual activity, devoting to God, doing meditation and many other uh, many other things that he can make himself peace and ready to being an ambassador of peace. That
So yes, I'm ready to be the ambassador of peace because day by day the tensions are going up and the populations are growing up. So the pace is nothing else. So we should focus in our mind state. What should we do? And we should maintain the peace everywhere in our conscious state of mind. The peace is necessary, and in every state, before facing any challenges, we need peace for our forcefulness.
Yes, I'm ready to be the ambassador of peace because peace is something that brings calmness and harmony in one's mind. If peace would not be there, there will be arrogance everywhere. Everyone would be egoistic as it keeps you away from the reality. There would be social disturbance, relationship breakouts, jealousness everywhere in everyone's mind.
Be the change. Hello?
Yes.
Be the change you wish to see in the world. This is something that we have all heard from a very early age in our lives, as stated by Mahatma Gandhi. I believe that ambassadoring peace starts in the quiet corners of our hearts and minds, where fear is conquered and all forms of disharmony are left behind. We, the people of India, are not merely people of words, but people of substance. We are doers and not just dreamers, and we must believe in peace and start on our own. Thank you.
Are you ready to be the ambassador of peace? So first is to understand how to become itself a peace process. Because me myself need to be free from all kinds of anger issues or egoistic issues. Because if we lead to a proper environment or proper country to the right direction towards non-violence, so I need myself to be free from all kinds of issues and be set an example for the others so that the people can look after me and depend upon me. Like to be a person they can rely on.
So are you ready to be the
Continue.
So are you ready to be the ambassador of the peace? According to me, if we want to be the ambassador of peace, we should have the peace in ourselves first. Because there's a term which like a motive which our honorable Prime Minister started, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. We say that our whole world is one family. If we consider ourselves as a one family, then we can bring the peace. Just like Ukraine and Russia, which they are having a war. If they have peace in themselves, there won't be any kind of wars happening in the world.
This is a very fascinating and thought-provoking topic. Peace implies the stress-free state, away from all sufferings, misconception, and attachment. It is a state at which the individual is capable to take conscious and valuable steps as per his or her full potential. To spread peace all throughout the world, the first step is that we should inherit peace within ourselves, so that we will be able to spread this importance.
Nowadays,
Yes, the forum is open.
Anybody can speak. Anyone. It's okay.
nowadays, people are getting influenced over their emotions. Earlier, the people were able to control the emotions and get not only the flow, they have to control the emotions and control the anger. Main is anger. People are going with the emotions because of the anger issues. They are having their mental breakdown nowadays. Generations, people of the youngsters getting addicted to the alcohol or the cigarettes and intoxicated drinks because they are going with the emotions. They need to itself control their emotions. That's how we are going to be able to keep the peace. Second of all, that UN government is also trying to imply pieces. Earlier, we used to know the India and Pakistan, democracy and the controversy that were taking places. Then the Russia and Ukraine wars. Recently, after having connected with our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, Russia declared peace. But Ukraine itself are again trying to resist the issues that they will not follow the peace. Why are they not going to follow for the peace? Because they have been going over the flows that their whole country has been destroyed and destructed by Russians. So people now need to submerge the inner self and take control over the emotions by the spirituals, by doing meditations, by doing the yoga that have been introduced by our ancestors for a long period of time.
I completely agree with what our fellow contestant has just mentioned. And I believe that we are all like mirrors reflecting our beliefs and our morals and views onto each other. And in order to reflect the right sort of beliefs and morals, we need to do a lot of self-retrospection and reflection, as a lot of us are easily swayed by a lot of social media and a lot of other opinions that people are suggesting. And I think that to be true advocates of peace, we must reflect onto the actions that we are doing. And for example, students all over India are taught a simple subject called moral science, which includes a lot of things that people tend to oversee and overlook and not really notice and understand the importance of. But we've always been given moral stories that inculcate a certain level of peace and understanding and respect for everyone around us, may it be living or non-living objects. So I think we need to start looking deeper into the simpler things in life and try to learn from them and retrospect and try to gain more things from things that go by unnoticed.
Adding to that, I would like to say how the people slowly get violent these days. From childhood, when we are child, we ask our parents to get us some toys. When we don't get that, we start crying, we get angry at our parents. At that time, we should try to understand the situation that might be a reason my parents are not able to get me the particular toy or any device. For example, nowadays we can see over the social media that the small children, 2 or 3 years old children, they are crying over not getting the phone. The parents are taking over the phone because they are playing games all over the day. Nowadays, those children are not understanding the importance of understanding the outdoor games like playing cricket or football. That's how if they release the energy, the excitement, as a child, they are always full of energy. So that needs to be released in some point or the other. So if they are not releasing, that is getting compressed in the heart, and at the last, it is getting as rage or frustration or giving on the parents. So we need to make the students and the children understand how to get rid of those addictiveness and go with the nature. Because nature is the best who teaches us how to go with the limit and do proper medication or something.
Yes, it's true. But the parents should teach their children how to do meditation and to devote to God and some spiritual activities which make their mind, their brain calm and peace, and also forcing them or as they are child, they will not understand what they are thinking. So it's the role of the parents that they will force their children to go outside to play on the ground to get contact with the nature and in the contact of the giving food to the children. In my opinion, it is not very good of giving it.
Yes, of course, for living of myself, first I should maintain the peace. Surround myself. As we know, Sri Aurobindo was the biggest example of peace and tranquility. So he started the yoga classes in his ancient time in his ashram. And the mother was also following his rules and regulations after him. As we know, only the peace is only thing which can control our emotions and can help us to focus on our ambitions. So we can also, there is a way that the spirituality which will help us to focus in our aim, and if there is a spirituality and also there is a presence of peace. As we know, the God or the Lord, where the Lord is there, there is the peace. So we have to first meditate ourselves and stable our mind to focus in our ambitions so that we can surrounding will be the peace, so we can focus in our aim and our progress.
Yes, in support with the original suggestions, she said something about the mother and our mentor, I can't pronounce his name, but in that book, there are two powers that define peace. These two powers, there's one, the call from the call from the ground, that is the divine peace, and the answers that are being answered by the supreme power. So if we want to have peace, we need inner awakening within us. And this is unlocked at primary socialization. Primary socialization is with, like my other contestant said, the parents. They're the ones that instill peace in you. They give you morals, they give you values, they give you harmony, they give you a sense of direction. So if you want to need peace within you, for you to be an ambassador, you need those moral understanding, you need those moral connections, the general secondary socialization we have at school, like what you're doing now. We are having a group discussion. To some extent, we are advocating for peace, because we're giving each other turns to talk, each and everyone is speaking. And in addition to that, being an advocate of peace, it means you need the understanding of the people around you. So we need to accommodate what you call the cross-cultural. As we are standing here, everyone is different. The diverse culture, the religion, and everything is different. But if you're going to be an advocate for peace, you need to understand those values, to respect them, and so we can advocate and encourage more peace. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, like what my previous suggestion was saying, peace have to start within you, like what Sri Aurobindo said, which means for me to be an advocate, for to be an ambassador for peace, it has to start within me. And I have to examine myself. I have to understand who I am. And I also have to understand the morals, the values of the societies that I'm around in. For example, I'm from Zimbabwe, I'm here in India. I also need to understand the morals, the values of India to be in peace with everyone. Which means wherever I go, I'll be in peace with everyone, because I'll be able to understand the values and the morals of each and every society. And as they were saying, also socialization is also another part that is very crucial for us as children. Parents that have to nurture us are like the way that when we will be able to like will be able to understand and also listen. Listening is very crucial. The more I listen to other people and the more I understand them, the more I'll be able to advocate for peace, and the more I'll be able like to express out myself instead of like suppressing that those grudges or those grievance in myself. But the more I express out, the more I talk out, I'll be at peace with everyone because I will not be holding anything on my own.
Yes, I agree with the words of blessings. Being an ambassador of peace doesn't require to have a big office or doing great jobs. It can be simply done with following simple steps like spreading honesty, following noble steps, following love over words, understanding over argument.
I would like to add my point. Like nowadays, we, the generation like youth, are getting like influenced by the social media so fast that we don't want to use our own brain. If there's some kind of haters going on in the social media, we don't think twice. We're like a sheep right now. We don't use our own brain. Like as we say, peace. Peace is something which embraces you to forgive someone, to have that mental peace, so that you can do something better for the future. And if you can't forgive someone, and we are getting influenced by something which is not like helping us, but resulting in the destruction of the society, I guess it's not something we call it peace. For being at peace, we should also, bring the peace inside us by doing that meditation, as my fellow friends said, that we need to do yoga. Like if I'm not wrong, from the school days, even in the college, we used to do yoga. And teachers teaches us the meditation. But do we follow that? We don't follow that. Because we have that smartest invention in our hand, that's mobile phone. We keep on using the social media, we keep on using phones, and we don't do meditation in the home. So I guess for being the peace, we should start from ourselves only, and becoming the ambassador of peace, we should be in the change at first.
Adding to that, I would like to say that, as my fellow friends shared, that to give support it, I would like to give an example. Like India has many nuclear power plant setups. Like it's for the well-being of the country itself, for the well-being of the country, for giving the electricity and other resources as well. But that our neighboring country, like I don't want to disclose like Pakistan, they are expecting that we will be using it for war. But we need to make them understand that we are not or every time supporting kids. It's every time they are supporting. That's why we always Indians, like we always keep our means, go for the peace and always forgive them. Along with that, I would like to say that India is our Shri Prime Minister Narendra Modi is taking influence and following the path of peace by which he himself is promoting peace by going to different countries like America and France, like Italy.
I agree with what all of my fellow participants have just mentioned, and I think that, again, peace comes down to the good, and doing good starts within us. And I feel like every single person has been gifted by God with special abilities and special talents that help us make the world a better place. And I think letting go of all negative thinking and resentment and trying to reflect on all that has been going wrong in the world and trying to learn from our great leaders of India and how much resilience they had to go through all of that happened during our independence and how much peace has been propagated ever since. Because if we look at the negatives, there has been so much hate, so much destruction going around the world. But good people who are harbingers of peace, harbingers of harmony and brotherhood, have brought about so much good change in the world that has led to such beautiful conversations like such.
In today's changing world, day by day, in the path of development, we all can see that humans are facing increased levels of anxiety and depression. Peace is one of the best way, or we can say it is a process in which we can integrate our mind and body to get the highest possible fair result. We should work on the path of peace, and we should encourage everyone to avoid the attachments the various attachments in the world, and should calmly decide or take some necessary steps.
As we know nowadays, a lot of negative things spread out on the internet, that break the peace among people. So people should learn how to maintain peace and friendship among themselves rather than protesting how to maintain peace. It's a case where you don't have to kiss somebody or you don't have to do something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next team, next team.
That's it. Thank you.
Now, thank you so much, Group 1. It's time for Group 2. Requesting the students to come forward. Number 1, Vishnu Priya Sahu, Tanab Institute of Technology. Vishnu Priya Sahu. Vishnu Priya, are you there? Vishnu Priya Sahu. Number 2 is Amlan Rath. Amlan Rath. You are number 1. Amlan Rath, number 2. Number 3, we have Ayushman Kumar Sharma, Karim City College. Ayushman, are you there? Ayushman? Okay. Then we have Sneha Mandal. Sneha Mandal from Karim City. Number 4 is Sneha Mandal. Then we have Noor Arfin. Noor from Revenshire University. Then we have Tamanna Chetri from Revenshire University. You are Noor, right? You are number 5. Number 6 is Tamanna. Then we have Anushka from Srinath University. Anushka. Then we have Sneha Acharya. Number 8. Sneha Acharya. We have Sonal Singh. Sonal Singh from Srinath University. Last, number 10, we have Ankita Patra. Ankita Patra.
Number 9.
May I request the volunteer to please come and request our director, sir, to please pick a sheet. Well, the topic for GT Group 2 is true calmness is always a sign of forcefulness. True calmness is always a sign of forcefulness. I repeat again, true calmness is always a sign of forcefulness. The topic is displayed in the screen and the time has been started.
everyone. Glory to Divine Mother. As of my point of view, peace is all about inner strength. There is a dualism between mind and body. To attain the certain level of peace, we need to align both our material and our spiritual mindset and our material body into an alignment to obtain that peace. Peace doesn't mean it is.
Good morning to the esteemed gathering present here. Calmness doesn't refer to weakness. It's defined the strong will and self-control. Calm person can answer wisely, whereas the weak person take decision while they were angry and which leads to wrong decision.
The deepest waters are the calmest, and the sturdiest trees are the strongest. As mentioned in Gita, Yogast Kuru Kriplani. That means like a yogi who remains unfazed by victory or defeat. Because he has accepted his inner self to find true satisfaction. That is to move away from materialistic culture and to truly accept and truly deny its ego is a sign of forcefulness.
Calmness is the key to the strength. The mother said that the strength that lays within always has the calmness or power that is within us. Peace, decisions, emotions, all these things that we take in the overwhelming of emotions has always led to the wrong decisions often made in anger or sadness.
No, I don't agree that calmness is a sign of forcefulness because we can see greatest examples in history where people have kept quiet and achieved a lot. An intellectual person never chooses to speak. He keeps quiet and think intellectually. That is, calmness is a sign that sign of patience and inner peace, self-acceptance.
As we always think that forcefulness is something which comes from other people. Other people are forcing us to do something. But why can't it be taken in a positive way? Why can't we force ourselves to remain calm in certain situations where they are needed? To show our inner peace in situations where they are actually needed. To not show our impulsive thoughts suddenly. Because fights or any kind of matters can be resolved when a person is in calm or in a good manner.
When we talk about calmness, it refers to our inner security and peace, which truly represents our character. And it is not defined by anyone, and it is we who define ourselves to the society. Our character should not be molded by anyone, and it should be molded by ourselves. It should not be decided by others that who we are.
True calmness means internal strength. When we are calm, we can make good decisions and our thinking capacity increases. When we meditate, our mental capacity increases and we can think better. And when we do yoga, we get mental relief. And when
So what I believe is that peace is a predominant ability. We belong to evolution, and in this evolutionary phase, we are bound to be a part of the mess happening outside. But what calmness evinces is the inner mechanism. Peace and calmness are not something imposed from outside. It's very much within us, and they need to be embraced. So this is what I believe in.
So when we talk about calmness or peace, it is different, but a truly strong person can stay calm in every situation. There is inner strength always without getting, without getting any anger or stress.
Okay, it's open.
Indeed. To remain calm in a forceful situation, inner strength is really required. But in order to achieve that inner strength, we need to have the sadhana. We need to have the tapasya. How it can be attained? It is through yoga. Yoga, which is a pathway from the human being, from our own consciousness towards our own consciousness to attain that higher consciousness, to attain that higher way. So indeed, if we want to remain calm in a forceful situation, we need to have our sadhana. We need to have our tapasya.
True calmness can truly be achieved by Indriya Nigraha, that is to have control over your emotions. That is calm, krodh, lobh, moh, mad, mansarya, ahankar and alasya. Those who have overcome all of these emotions and senses can truly become successful in life. True calmness doesn't mean that they have to be truly nonchalant and not trying to force their opinions. But true calmness is actually a sign of strength.
We live in a country like India where yoga plays a major role in our culture and history, and meditation is one of the major parts of yoga. So, and calmness, meditation is all about calmness and seeking inner peace within ourselves. So, see, there are intellectuals in Indian history who propose yoga to be the best which a person can do for his inner peace and mental health. So, I would say that living in a country like India where meditation is promoted, keeping quiet is not a sign of forcefulness, because keeping quiet makes you think more intellectually and grow yourself.
Or if I have an example, like if a person is really angry at a particular situation, he will say what not things what comes to his mind. This is because he has no self-control or his willpower on his own to control his own thoughts, that what he needs to say or what he does not need to say. In the same hand, if we have a calm person who knows what to say and what he should say at that particular point of time, he will speak calmly as well as he will try to resolve that matter. This is because he has made himself such powerful because of his inner peace being sufficient for him, that he knows how to act at this kind of situations in a positive way as well as to take this thing calmly, and he knows that how to solve the situations in a very calm as well as peaceful manner. As violence or being rude does not always mean that we can achieve victory. By calmness, we can achieve many great things in our own life. We need to have that willpower to just do the things or to just accept it that these people cannot be changed. But I can, so let's start it from one person.
Indeed.
There's a famous saying, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Which means if we continue to punish people who we believe to be cruel, we will eventually become just as wicked as those who we are punishing.
Indeed. Actually, if we want to have that peace, if we want to have that calmness in our life, promoting yoga, promoting meditation, won't gonna change any sort of situation. But what we gonna change, in our busy life, we are already busy enough so that we are not giving enough time to meditation and yoga. But the thing is, in order to find the peace, we don't need to give that particular time to our yoga or a particular time to a certain practices. We can achieve the calmness by accepting the situation how it is and detaching from any sort of negativity that is around us. That is my point of view.
On a regular basis, we come across a lot of energies. There's a lot of exchange going on between energies. And at the end of the day, I believe these energies have to be released. These energies need to be let go. So, a lot of grounding activities need to take place like meditation, biofeedback, and even yoga.
In our modern times, we have seen a lot of people trying to be something which they are not. Because their ego is so big. Because they are trying to be out of this world, to show the show. Because of this social media culture, they always try to show off. And what happens is, then ego comes off. And a true calm person doesn't have any ego. As in Gita says, Ahankara vimut atma kartaham iti manyate. A man deluded by ego always thinks that he is the doer, but in reality, the nature, the supreme entity is the doer.
We belong from a nation where India is known for peace and calmness. Our independence and all are the wars that has made us independent today has led from the calmness. Our nation, our father of the nation, Sri Mahatma Gandhi sir, has always understood and tried to make people clear that for the importance of calmness. We know that calmness is going to lead for advantage, but it also leads to disadvantage. We also have to make out and utilize where to use the calmness and where not. How can we make good decisions using calmness, and how can we overcome emotions? How can we control anger and use the right opportunity to use the calmness in our daily lifestyles?
It all starts with a one. If others can't, then we should start it. If others can't remain calm in a particular situation, if I am fighting with someone, suppose to give an example, and that other person is not able to remain calm at all, and he is being aggressive because his ego is not being satisfied. He thinks that violence and speaking rudely or else using harsh words will satisfy his soul from within. But the other people, such as me, I believe that responding calmly as well as thinking that situation can be handled with calmness, I think that would be sorted in a very peaceful way. Because it cannot always be like violence is the answer. Sometimes peace needs to be the answer, and because it will bring unity as well as harmony. There is nothing wrong in bringing as well as resolving a fight with love or in peace. It is not always necessary that we need to fight or we need to satisfy our ego.
In the last topic,
ourselves that we need to satisfy our inner peace. Just as he said that yoga as well as meditations are like necessary because it will calm our mind. When our mind is calm, that time only we can take better decisions to how to remain calm in specific situations such as in fight or where we are in rush or any other kind of disputes which are not in our hand.
I completely agree with her. True calmness can only be achieved by yoga, karma yoga. That is doing karma without having any attachment to the fruits. Bhakti yoga. That is to proper surmount ourselves into the devotion of God. Third is Jnana Yoga, to have the knowledge that all these material pleasures are just temporary and souls are eternal. While doing these three yogas, we can truly achieve true calmness.
In the last topic, it was discussed about can we become ambassadors of peace? But I will say that peace, calmness is directly proportional to non-violence. See, if we discussed about countries fighting with each other, just imagine a situation where one country becomes irresistible, it attacks on a different country, and the other country, instead of attacking that country back, keeps calm, keeps quiet, and tries to resolve that situation. If the country can approach UN or any such peace agencies and resolve such situations, that can lead to peace throughout the world. I'll say that it is not that we always have to fight back. We sometimes have to keep quiet to bring that global peace.
While I believe that India is a land of seekers, energy seekers, and every soul needs acceptance and every soul intends to reach the highest form of energy. Every soul intends to attain that energy. And energies are contagious. So even if the forcefulness and coercion is from the outside, if we are calm, that gets transmitted. And that is going to make a very wholesome impact altogether.
Number 5, like true calmness couldn't be like you said now. If two countries are fighting with each other, if one is remaining silent, then it shows like they are people. It might not show like they are people, it might show like they are helpless. Or true peace, true calmness comes and true peace comes. It doesn't mean it is absence of war. It means you have the strength to fight, but you are choosing the peace over the fight.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes.
We have international agencies like UN that are there to serve us peace. Then why to react like the other country did to us? I mean, why do we have to react the same way? Because we have agencies of peace. We can choose peace every time. We don't have to be violent against them.
It is not
True
about
true calmness is still not a lost cause in this modern world. As Krishna has teached us, we have to move from tamas, ignorance, to sattva, that is knowledge. True calmness can only be achieved by selfless action, that is tasmat asakta satanam karyam karma samachara. That selfless actions can actually lead to spiritual liberation. And only a person who has liberated himself from worldly pleasures can become true calm.
And how can we don't have the power to control ourselves? Can we?
I don't think calmness is something we need to show others. It lies within us. Calmness should be like Arjuna. He has the power to destroy everything. He has the power to do anything. But still he stays calm. But in the case of war, he does stay calm. He has the power to eliminate everyone, and he does. So I don't think calm is anything to show everyone. When we need to fight, we need to fight. We should fight. We shouldn't say that, okay, we are calm, we will not fight. It shows that we are weak. There is a difference between being calm and helplessness. In this situation, in Russia and Ukraine war, I will not go into. Russia is powerful. We all know that Russia is powerful, and Ukraine is bit less powerful than Russia. And the agencies like UN came to this matter to make it peacefully. But in some cases, it is not possible.
I would like to conclude the point of view in my viewpoint. There is a slogan that's like Jatha Kari Jatha Jagi Tatha Bhavati. Sadhu Kari Sadhu Bhavati Papa Kari Papo Bhavati. Punya Punyena Karmana Bhavati Papo Papena. It means how we walk, how we try to see the view our own world. We will be that whole world. If we are trying to do a certain work in an unethical manner, we will be unethical. We will be criminal.
Another conclusion I would like to say that global crime rates and poverty has gone down by 50% since 1990. Life expectancy has gone up to 8 years and global literacy rate has gone up to 86%. All of which are the highest it has ever been. So don't let anybody ever tell you that we are not moving towards the right direction.
I completely agree with 1 and 3, as it does not necessarily mean that if I am a calm person, I am underconfident or I am timid. It just means that I have that self-consciousness and I am that self-aware and I know how to act in any kind of situation, and violence is not always the answer. Peace is always the answer. Thank you so much, Group 2. And now there is an announcement for the lunch break. Within half an hour, we will assemble in the auditorium for the commencement of the further rounds. With the request of the the jury, the forum is dismissed for lunch. I request all the volunteers to please help our contestants to our canteen underwater. Thank you.